Greetings, Skywatchers, and welcome to the sky above us. I'm James Albury, and I'm your tour guide to the night sky. Happy New Year 2022! As part of our New Year's tradition on the sky above us, we're going to outline some of the really cool things to look out for in the coming year. What am I talking about? Let me show you. As you know, I just love planetary pairings, and we have some especially impressive ones this year. The first one will be between the Moon and Mars early in the morning on January 29th. The Moon will do a repeat of the pairing it did with Mars at the end of 2021, but this time, Mars and the Moon will be in Sagittarius, the Centaur Archer. Venus will also be nearby after having reappeared for its 9-month visit to the morning sky. If you zoom in on Venus with a telescope, it will have the same phase as the Moon. In this case, it would be a waxing crescent Venus, but a waning crescent Moon. On March 2nd, we get a crazy close pairing of Saturn and Mercury in the east-southeast. They will be visible within an hour of sunrise and the pair will be close to the horizon. Venus and Mars will also be having a pairing just up and to the right of Saturn and Mercury. But wait, there's more. Just before sunrise between March 27th and April 5th, the Moon, Venus, Saturn, and Mars will perform a cosmic dance, culminating with a super close pairing of Saturn and Mars on the morning of April 5th. Saturn and Mars will be less than a half of a full moon width apart and might be visible in the same telescopic field of view with a large aperture lens. But it gets better, because at the end of April, Venus and Jupiter put on a show with a repeat of the great conjunction Jupiter had with Saturn back in 2020. On the morning of April 30th, Venus and Jupiter will be a mere 18 arcseconds apart. This is so close that you can easily see them in the same telescopic field of view. Imagine the two brightest planets appearing that close to each other in the pre-dawn sky. That's going to be a gorgeous sight to see. Speaking of pretty springtime celestial happenings, let's check out what the Moon is doing in May. In May of 2022, we get to see our first total lunar eclipse of the year. Set your calendar to Sunday night, May 15th at 10:32 p.m. Eastern Time, and you'll see the Moon begin to enter the umbra, the dark part of Earth's shadow. Totality will occur at 11:31 p.m. Eastern Time, and the Moon will completely leave the darker part of our shadow just before 2 a.m. Eastern Time, Monday, May 16th. If you missed that eclipse due to cloud cover or you went to bed early, mark your calendar for the pre-dawn hours of November 8th, and you'll see our second total lunar eclipse of the year. Yes, you'll have to wake up early for this one, but it'll be worth it. At 4 a.m. Eastern Time, the Moon begins its entrance into Earth's umbra. Totality will happen at 5:16 a.m. Eastern Time and last almost an hour. Just as the Moon is about to complete its exit from Earth's umbra, the Moon will disappear below the horizon for those of us on the east coast of North America. So, the further west you live, the more of the eclipse you'll be able to see. Lastly, here's the list of some of the popular meteor showers for the year. The Quadrantid meteor shower peaks on Monday, January 3rd. The Lyrids peak on Friday, April 22nd. The Capricornids peak on Saturday, July 30th. The always popular Perseids peak on Friday, August 12th. The Draconids peak on Saturday, October 8th, followed by the Orionids, which peak on Friday, October 21st. And to round out 2022, the Leonids peak on Thursday, November 17th, and the Geminids will peak on Wednesday, December 14th. Keep in mind, some of these meteor showers will be affected by the light of the Moon. So check back with us as we get closer to those dates, and we'll give you a heads up on which ones will be worth staying up for. All right, my friends, mark your calendars so you don't miss some of the cool astronomical happenings in 2022. Before you go, visit our website, theskyaboveus.org. From there, you can watch previous episodes, listen to the Sky Above Us podcast, get the Sky Above Us merchandise, and you can even ask me an astronomical question that I'll answer in a future episode. 2022 is going to be awesome, especially if you remember to keep looking up.